from ear to ear.
Being recorded, and you're live in ISA Best You. So you all just behave yourselves. That's what I'm gonna say. Well, I'm gonna have you behave yourselves.
11-day shred right here.
And there you go. Now you're behaving yourselves. I got the power. All right. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are ISA Best You Team Express Business Zoom, and we are live in our group ISA Best You. Hi, everybody in ISA Best You. We are so excited to be here tonight because what you're going to hear is some business tips. And in ISA Best You, we have product users that have certain goals, and we have business builders that have certain goals, and we have both. And I highly recommend that's you too. Have both. At the very least, get your products paid for, and we can show you how, and you're going to get some of the best training right here tonight. So stay plugged in if you're on our live, stay plugged in if you're on our Zoom. If you want to join our Zoom, go to isabestyou.com, hit join meeting, and the password is 123456. If somebody would love to go ahead and put that info in the comment on the live in ISA Best You, I would love that, and I would say thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to start, and by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Debbie Beebe. I'm going to start with some recognition tonight. We have been having tons of demolition and renovation at our house. So this morning on the call, I went over all the new fun, and we had, oh gosh, 12, my favorite number. We had 12 new rank advancements on this team just last week. And usually, yeah, woo woo, I read it from the computer, but I had to go stand in my mom's driveway next door. So I totally like chicken scratched everything down really fast before so I could have a quiet background and read it to you. Forgive me if I say anybody's name wrong, because I now can't read my own writing. But I just want to give a shout out. And when I shout out and as I read these, if you guys could just applaud, 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 because what it's all about, being a great team player, a great leader, is recognizing and celebrating those around you, your team, right? So here is the sponsors and then their newest rank advancements. I'm going to go consultants first. We've got Scott Sherman, and consultant is Pauline C. Ray. We've got sponsor Alvy Shepard, consultant is Lindsay Hubbard, sponsor Michael Jewell, consultant Salem Isho. I'm seeing those applauds. Woo woo! Come on, get that confetti flowing. And we've got sponsor Gina Humphreys, new consultant Justin Humphreys. We've got sponsor Chris Tanaka. He has two new consultants. Let's see if I can read my writing. Elena Blanco and Callie Fink. Sponsor Dr. John and Jennifer Nosti, and new consultant is Drew Carroll. And here we go, here we go. We have sponsor Mark Greer, new consultant Raymond Crema, and we have sponsor Miriam Chambers, new consultant Abigail Wilson. We have sponsor Susan Buckley, new consultant Jill Galley. And let's give it up for our two new managers on this team. We have sponsor Smooch Studio. I want to meet them because that's a cool name. And their new manager is Gina Humphreys. And then we have sponsor Howie Baker with his new manager, Miriam Chambers. Woo, woo, woo! Yeah, so excited. I love this. This is so fun. Look at you guys being all excited for your teammates. I mean, enthusiasm wins. I was taught that from somebody. All right, you guys know, as I said on the call this morning, IceJinxBusiness.com. I no longer hold all the secrets to Isogenics on Monday morning. Y'all can go look it up yourselves. You go to IceJinxBusiness.com, hit promotions, and guess what? Boom! Weekly stuff comes up. You get to know everything, but I just got to say, our promo from last week got carried on. Now, this week is for new members only, and you'd know that if you went and looked. Right? And it's so cool because, like Jeff said, we're 11-day shred. We're day one, baby. And if you're playing full out in ISA Best You, then that means you're going in and you're posting and you're commenting and you're hashtagging IBU June Shred and each day behind it. So IBU June Shred 1, the number not written out. And then tomorrow, IBU, hashtag IBU June Shred 2, right? And make sure you tag it, because that's how we're tracking. We asked a question today, you go in and answer it, you go in and post it, and your name goes in the hat for a drawing for a prize tomorrow. We're announcing our first winner of our 11-day shred. And that goes through all 11 days. The person that enrolls the most people in the 11 days is going to get a grand prize. So when now would be a great time to start telling everybody you know about this fantastic gift we have in our hands. When now. Okay, calm down, Debbie. All right, the only other thing I'm going to tell you about the promotions and the new things coming out and all that kind of stuff, because y'all are going to go read it yourself, and you're going to go watch Aaron Wengert's video that he put up in isogenicsbusiness.com. I'm going to say this. We got new greens coming. I'm so fired up for the new greens coming. You have no idea. Yes, yes, yes. And more yes. We have other new things coming too. And we have virtual celebration the end of July. Make sure you're registered for that, and make sure your peeps are registered for that. And you block out your schedule, pay full attention as if you were there, sitting front row with our trainer of the hour today, because when she is at an event, she won't even listen to you. She is going to sit at the edge of her seat with her pen and her paper, and she is going to be paying full attention, especially if Jim Coover talks. Like, that's her deal right there. She's like, shut up, Jim Coover's okay, well, maybe she doesn't say that. Maybe she does. But anyway, that would be millionaire number 77, who's been with Isogenics since almost the very beginning. She's seen a lot of stuff go on. We called her, she'd named herself Queen of Freedom, and then she named herself Queen of Never Giving Up. She is just my queen of everything, because she rocks my world, and she has taught me and Jeff so much about everything, just everything. Like, the way you do anything is the way you do everything, right? And it doesn't count unless you make it count. Those kinds of things she has taught me, and to keep going and to be consistent and never, ever, ever give up, and to vacation big with her, because we do, and it's fun. Anyway, without further ado, let me introduce Ms. Ronda Coallier.
Oh, you're so awesome. Oh my gosh, I love you. I miss you so much. I'll be there soon, and I can't wait to hug you and hang out with you. And I just rented a house up in Monterey. Who's close to Monterey within driving distance? Gina, yay! Anyone else? All right, Andrea. I can't wait to see you guys. I'll be in Monterey, California, Oceanside. Yep, that walk out my front door. The ocean's right there. And I'm going to be there for the month of August, because it's too flippin' hot in Florida. So I want to congratulate all of you guys for being here tonight. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, right into your soul, I just want you to know I see you, I get you, and you're here. And I'm so proud of you, because I had a lot to overcome in my build in this business. If you know my story, you know that. And this is what I did right here. I just kept showing up. And 80% of it is showing up. So please really acknowledge yourself for showing up tonight and spending this time with the team and growing together. All right. So I really see you, and I'm so grateful for you. Prior to Isogenics, I was 35 years old. That means I'm almost 55. What? And that scared me when I thought of that earlier. I don't even ever know how old I am. But prior to Isogenics, I was 35 years old. I was $40,000 in debt. I had decent jobs, clearly not making enough money. But I was very unfulfilled in my work. I was really struggling with a deep calling in my soul. Anyone feel that calling in their soul? Like, I know I'm supposed to do something more. There's got to be more to this life. I want to have more, give more, be more, but I had no idea what that was. And I was petrified for my financial future, because I had no idea how to make money, really. I had no idea how to, invest money. And I really had no idea how to manage money. And so there I was, 35 years old. And I'm like, shit, I have got to figure this out. Not only that, but I had this calling in my soul. And I get this phone call from Dr. John Gray, who I ran his company for 8 years, the author, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And you guys might look at me and think, God, this was so easy for her, this business. And because I don't know, maybe that's just the perception, because I do have a very outgoing personality. But when John Gray called me and told me about this product and this company, it was right in my wheelhouse. And he explained to me I could make some retirement income. And I thought, well, gosh, I really need that. Because what was I? Petrified. Was petrified about my financial future. How was I going to be able to take care of myself? If I couldn't take care of myself at 35, how the hell was I going to take care of myself at 75? And I wanted to be able to help my mom. I knew she was going to need it. She was a waitress her whole life. And I knew there's going to become a point in her life where I'm going to have to help her. So I was very, very frightened. And when John Gray said I could make some retirement money, and it was in the health and well-being industry, I was lit up because I love this industry and I needed to make retirement money. So I went to my first event, saw Jim Coover. That's when I just realized I was in the front of a genius. You know, I saw John Anderson. I was like, oh my gosh, this man is more brilliant in his pinky than, you know, anyone I know. And I met Kathy Coover and I saw her passion, right? And her drive and her intensity and their love, all of them. And I realized that there was a real opportunity here. So wherever you guys are in your life and whatever you're here for, if it's a little bit or a lot or personal growth and whatever it is, I promise you, you're going to get it here. Just keep showing up. Okay. And so thank you again for being here tonight. Took me 10 years to earn $1 million. It took me another few years to max out my center. And I'm now working on maxing out a second center, and it's complete joy at this point. Okay, tonight though, what I want to talk about, I want it to be an interactive night. So get ready, okay? I'm just not going to sit here. You're going to be with me on this, okay? So get ready, have your camera on, have your notepad ready, and really be ready with questions, you guys, because there are no bad or stupid questions. And this is really your time. I am here for you and I want to maximize your time. I don't want to give you what I think you need. I want to give you what you think you need. Okay. And so thank you, Debbie. I real quick, give you just either in your mind or on a piece of paper, I'm going to go through a few things. I would love you to rate yourself just on these things, because what I want for you is your goals. Okay, if you want to make enough money to get your products paid for, I want that for you. Okay, if you want to make enough money to pay off some of your debt, I want that for you. I don't want you to make $1 million if your goal is this, right? I want what you want for you. Please understand that from all of our leaders. You might hear some of us talking about these big numbers and blah, 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 and what we wanted. That's fine. That's what we wanted. Okay, but what you want is what matters to me. So I want you to really hear that. And so here we are. Let's rate ourselves just real quickly on a scale of 1 to 5. 5, you're killing it. You got this. 1, you're like, I don't know. Okay, I'm not doing good. Number 1, knowing what to do. Okay, that's the system. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on knowing what to do in terms of how do I share this and what are the steps I take that are listed on the training website that we have. So number 1 is knowing what to do on a scale of 1 to 5. Where are you? Are you brand new? Are you 1? Have you already figured that part out? Rate yourself. Number 2, there's knowing how to do it. So knowing what to do is great. You know, okay, I got to message people. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then knowing how to do it, right? Which is really laid out on the website, the training website for you guys. But just rate yourself on that one real quick. And then there's doing it, because we can know what to do and we can know how to do it. And then we can either do it or not do it. And I'm right there with you guys. I've been in both camps, but where are you right now on a scale of 1 to 5 on doing it? And again, if you're just getting started, you're probably a 0 because you haven't even really learned what to do yet. But if you've been here a little bit, then where are you on doing it? Then the next one, which is number 4, is consistency. Daily action. Where are you? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 on your consistency. I'm going to talk for a second about that, because consistency is where we get growth and momentum. And momentum is where we get really that residual income that most of you are probably interested in. All right. So where are you on your consistency? And just real quick, just a couple bonus ratings. Where are you on your belief? Let's just do your belief in yourself, scale of 1 to 5. And one last bonus rating for yourself. Where are you in your patience? Haha, that's a big one. And your joy. Your patience with, because it takes time to grow and build and give birth to something that you're creating. And where are you in enjoying it? All right. So thank you for taking the time to either mentally come up with those numbers or to actually write them down. I think if you wrote them down, it's going to be helpful for you. So for me, knowing what to do really, really kind of threw me for a loop for a long time. And you have to understand, I started in this business when there was no one, the company was a month old. Okay. So there wasn't a lot of what to do. No one had really quite laid it out. You know, Kathy was laying it out for us very beautifully, but I still, even though it was laid out for me, I was really falling short on really understanding it and knowing how to do it and all of that. So can someone raise their hand if you, and it's okay if you're new, if you have a 1 or a 2 on knowing what to do. Is there anyone on this call that is, okay, James, hi James. Great, do you want to unmute real fast? Do you know how to do that? Yeah,
I do.
Bam. All right,
I'm
hi
as
James,
new
Ronda
I'm as
Coallier.
new to Zoom as I am to isogenics. I'm well. And belief in myself, I'm a 5. The rest, I'm pretty much 1s. Patience, I'm a 5.
Good.
I can tell patience.
All right. All right. Well, James, I am so happy you're here. How long have you been in isogenics?
3.5 months.
Okay, fantastic. Welcome. All right. And let me ask you a question. No bad answers here. Just curious about where you are in your process. Have you had a chance to take a look at the website? You guys, what is the? Help me with the actual full name of the web. The ad is
IsaBestYouTraining.com.
Thank you. Of course. James, have you been on that site?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, James. So what I would say if I was you, because I've been here for about 19 years now. And what I would say is for your first step is to really get a good overall understanding of the daily method of operation, which is the what to do. And
Agreed.
Right, getting that on ISA Best You is the best place to get it. So maybe, study it, maybe print it out, maybe, kind of go through it with some friends or a family member or someone and practice it and start to get it, from here into your heart a little bit and just understand, okay, these are the steps. The deeper learning on the how of doing it is going to come from practicing doing it. Now, you can practice doing it with your family, your friends, your dog, your neighbor, your grandma, whatever. And then eventually you're going to be practicing doing it right out in the world on social media or contacting your phone list. It'll be practice there as well. Does that make sense, James?
Well, it does. And I've got some challenges, and I'm a solutions guy. I'm not about excuses.
Yeah.
But I don't have a printer. My friends are gone. My family, I have one family member 1,000 miles away.
Okay.
So I don't have that circle to practice with, unfortunately. But I'm going to do it. I stick with it. I'm not a quitter at all. Anyway, I don't want to go too far down that road. So
I love that.
And the problem is, to quote my old pal Anthony Robbins, I'm too busy making a living to make a life. I'm delivering groceries just to pay the bills, just to keep my head above water,
right,
until I can get this ramped up so that I can quit that and then focus more time and energy and so forth. So it's kind of in between. I'm reading the book GoPro, which has been helpful. Looks good. I'll try and spend more time on ISA Best You, the website. So that's kind of where I am. I'm quote unquote flawless using it. I'm using a system.
Oh,
bravo. Having a great time.
Let's give James a bravo. That's what you got to do, James. You got to use
Love
it.
the collagen.
you get that excitement in you, and then you're not gonna be able to shut up. And I don't know if you get to talk to the people you're delivering groceries to, but man, I would hang on to that gig for a while because that would be a great place to talk to people about nutrition once you got, some training and understanding.
Unfortunately, with COVID, it's mostly no contact.
I understand.
And of course, when I'm doing the shopping, I'm on, I'm on the clock, so I don't have. It's rare that I have time to connect in that way. So, but I try.
Well, James, you have a lot of coaches here, and you have a lot of teammates. And I promise you, if you were to post an ISUP SU on the Facebook page, you know how to do that, do you?
Barely, yes.
Okay, but you know where that page is. You post on that page and you say, I want someone to practice with, and I promise you, you're going to find people who will love to practice with you, James. Plus, we do some hour powers. I'm going to talk more about that later. They might not work out in your schedule, but you can start to do your own with your practice partner. So, James, I'm really excited for you. I know it's a lot to learn, and I tell you, it's very worth it. And I can tell you're a man that gets it done, and I'm really excited for you. 99% of the people build this business working full time. So you are in a good place. You could do this. You could totally make this happen. And I'm so excited for you. And like I said, you're on the best team in the world. So congratulations for that. Thank you for speaking up. All right. So I would love, anyone else have a question about knowing the what to do? I think it's laid out pretty good, and Go Pro is such a powerful book. I'm so happy for you that you have that, James. Anyone else have anything on that? Just real quick. Just want to check. All right, I thought okay, good. Okay, who had kind of a lower number in the knowing how to do it? Anyone on this? A lot of you guys are advanced already. Ooh, I like it. Everybody here knows how to do it. You know how to do it. Woohoo! That's huge, you guys.
I'm a 7 and an 8 to figuring out how to do it.
Yeah, you're still growing.
I'm still growing. I really am.
Well, me too. We're always growing. We're always growing. But it was the scale is 1 to 5, Jeff. Just so you know. So you're a 4.8. And okay, so knowing how to do it is great. The nuances of the how for me were totally, like I said, James, learned in practicing, right? And that how becomes very personal the more we do it. So that's great. You know how to do it. Now, here's the clicker. Click, click, click. Doing it. Okay. Now, listen, we have no judgment on this team. I promise you. I promise you. We are here to grow, and we are here to lift, and we are here to make it happen. Okay. So who feels they had a low number in, they know how to do it, but it's okay, Stephanie, I see you. They know how to do it, and they have a low number in doing it. I saw one baby hand go up, Stephanie. Anyone else want to admit to not doing it sometimes? Renee, thank you. All right, Mike, yes. Gina, yeah. Oh, Mr. Man of Steel, Miriam. Okay, very, very good. April, everyone's kind of, now we're all getting there. Okay. Obviously, we all have our times, right? We have our times when we're doing it, and maybe you have your times when you're not doing it. And that's the consistency piece, right? But knowing what to do, and then knowing how to do it, okay? And then doing it. Now, Stephanie, why don't you unmute for a second?
Okay.
Okay. Is there, or let's just be wide open with each other for a minute, which we have many times. That's great. Oh, my cheeks are on fire. Is my face red?
Nope, you look beautiful.
Oh, hot in here. All right. Is there a particular, if you just randomly, without giving it too much thought, is there a particular thought that is like stopping you from doing it?
My default setting is I don't have time. I think that's the biggest challenge for me is
great.
I don't have time.
Okay, so that's the thought. That's the belief.
So that's true. I have to really work on that.
Okay, that's great. Okay, any other ones that come up for you, or that's pretty much I don't have time?
I think my other one is not feeling like people are gonna want to join me? There's a fear, maybe there's a fear there, or there's like why would someone want to do what I'm doing? Like, why would people want to join me? So that's my other one, is my big one.
Yep.
Not feeling like
Do
I
you
can even
think,
build a team.
do you think that thought might have a little bit to do with like some like maybe worthiness issues or self-esteem or leadership? Maybe you're fearing leadership.
That actually strikes a bigger chord with me. I remember specifically in high school not wanting to get A's because I didn't want people to expect me to do A work. But I graduated honors with the highest honors out of college because I wanted to prove that I could do it.
Good job. Okay, good. So that's fantastic. And you are definitely that person. And we all see that in you as well, Stephanie. And I know you are starting to see that in you. And that's the best part. And for everyone that's listening right now, whether later or on Facebook or on this team with us right now on this Zoom, this is what I love so much about this business. It's the personal growth. It's the part of us that gets bigger and healthier and more esteemed and more empowered and more developed and more, courageous. And that is priceless. You can't, and that's what you're going to get here if you don't quit and you keep going, which is all I did. It's how it happened. Yes, Mrs. Beebe. Okay, she's applauding me. Thank you. All right. So Stephanie, I love this. And I'd like to teach you something that I use when it comes to getting myself to do something that's really important to me, that I value greatly. So let me ask you a question. Why do you value building your Isogenics business?
I value it because I see the potential of how it could help my family and my kids and my husband. My husband drives 110 miles one direction to work. And I would really love for him to be able to retire a lot earlier. He's been working for almost 25 years for the police, in the police department. And he's planning on working an additional 3 to 5.
Okay.
To try to make sure that we have enough covered for retirement. And I want to be able to help support that. And my kids and my family and all that. So
yeah,
it's really, and I think it's for me too. Like a lot of it, I think it's also for me too, to feel that accomplishment. In my mind, from a little girl, I always was driven to be a businesswoman. My mother was a businesswoman. She owned her own travel agency for 25 years. So I was raised by an entrepreneur, and that's just, I think it's in my DNA.
Yeah, you have this calling in your soul.
Yeah.
To make that happen, to create that for yourself. It's actually your destiny. So you feel it, and you're like, you're not going to be happy until you hit that, because it's in you. It's what you actually came here to do. So you're on the journey, and I'm so proud of you. So you have this beautiful, big, valuable reason. It's a deep value of yours, your family. And my family was my value of Isogenics, also building my Isogenics business. My mom taking care of her, my sister being able to help her. She's in animal rescue work. So I had that same value. So here's my tip. And I don't know if it's going to help you guys, but it really helped me. When I finally knew what to do, okay, and when I finally knew how to do it, meaning I practiced it enough, and I really, because if you don't know what to do and you go to do it, you're going to feel confused. So that means you got to get some more clarity on what to do, and if you don't know how to do it and you go to do it, you're also going to feel confused and probably not want to do it because you don't know how to do it. So be clear that you know what to do and you know how to do. And I'm not saying you got to go months and months and years on figuring this out, you guys. Just quickly understand these are the steps and this is how I would do it. Spend a couple weeks like James is doing, or a couple months getting clear, taking action as soon as possible, because this is where you're really going to learn how to do it. Okay. So now you know what to do. You know how to do it. You may not be the best at it. You're gonna figure it out as you do it. And now it's time to do it, right? And there's this part in our brain, Stephanie, what's it called?
The reticulating action, the reticulator system.
Right. And the amygdala.
Amygdala.
And the amygdala, right? And when you go to do it, this is all new, relatively new. Even if you've been doing it for 5 years, I promise you it can still feel new. So when you go to do it, because it's new, and there's a part in our brain that wants to keep us safe. And it only wants us to do things that we're comfortable with, that we know what's going to happen. We got control. There's no risk. Okay. And as soon as you put yourself out like this, your brain is going to start coming up with a lot of reasons why you shouldn't do it. Okay. I don't have the time. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to call. I can't, no one's going to want to join me anyway, whatever it is. And I'll give you an example because this is more relevant for me now, but this is also in my business. This happens a lot when it's time for me to go to the gym. Okay. Every day.
Yeah.
So what I do so it's time to go to the gym, or it's, let's say, whatever, let's say I wake up, right? And let's say I have my training session I have a comfortable 10 o'clock a.m. training session. So let's say I wake up and, I don't feel like it. I start telling myself, oh, I don't feel good, or I don't have the energy, or my foot hurts, or my clothes are dirty, or I'm tired, or gosh, I'll just do it tomorrow, or whatever. Okay. There's a million of them, right? You guys relate, and it can be around anything that we're going to do, but particularly for me, it's coming up a lot right now around working out, but it definitely comes up a lot in doing my business daily method of operation. So here's what I do. I say, yeah, thanks for sharing. And I get up and I put my damn exercise clothes on. Or in terms of business, I say, yeah, I don't have the time. Yeah, because you definitely have it on your schedule, Stephanie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on my schedule.
When I tell myself
Twice a
I don't
day.
have the time and it's time to do my work, my isogenics work, and my brain, my amygdala starts telling me I don't have the time, I don't know what to do, I'm not good enough, no one's going to sign up, and I'm going to get rejected, no, who's going to join me, whatever.
Right.
I don't know who, whatever story is coming up, I say, yeah, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
And you're going to go get your computer and you're going to go sit down. And your brain's going to go, but I have to do this. And it's going to have all these like urgent, very necessary toilet cleaning thoughts. Okay. And you're going to go, yeah, no, thanks for sharing. I'm going to do this. You see, it's a little game I had to learn how to play because I had to figure out how to win. In order for me to change my life, which I wanted to do, I had to change myself. Okay. And whatever excuse comes up, number one, have have your time scheduled to do this. Even if you're brand new, I want to talk to that brand new person who you just fell in love with these products and James, and you're like, okay, I want to do this. How do I do this? Okay. You're going to schedule time to learn and take action, And if you're trying to figure out what to do in the very, very beginning, work with your direct sponsor, your upline, let them, tell them, give me 3 things to do, and then go do them and keep doing that. And then when that part in your brain, I don't know where it lives, but it's the amygdala, and it is there to keep you safe. It is there to stop you from doing anything outside of your comfort zone. And I actually I'll never forget when I started my business and I had a dream. I had a lot of dreams, which I've accomplished all of them. And I'm making new dreams now, which is so beautiful. It didn't happen overnight. It took me a very, very long time. I learned to fall in love with the process, but I'll never forget, I'd read an article from Jennifer Aniston in, I don't know, Glamour magazine or something, and her picture, and I always thought she was so beautiful. And her picture in a big full page picture of her in her like gorgeous Hollywood Hills, house or something. And the quote said, "Everything I want is right outside my comfort zone. That's where it lives. And get up against that, baby. You will in this business for sure. And learn to make friends with that voice in your head that takes you out. Never compromise on your values. Never compromise on what you want for yourself. And tell that amygdala, tell that thought, thanks for sharing, and get to work. Sit down, put in your hour. Yeah. What do you got there? I'm going to do it.
So I have this cool little like Post-it note, and I wrote, yeah, thanks for sharing. I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to put it right here in my face.
Yes.
Though here's the really kicker. At the top, there's pre-printed little cool little motivational quotes. Guess what it says? I only manifest greatness in myself.
There you go.
Right there.
I love it. Good job, Stephanie. So I wanted to just connect with hi Yvette. I'm just seeing you and Renee and Andrea and Donna. Hey, Donna. Ruth. I just want to connect with you guys. Frank, what's up, Frank? And anyone want to ask me about this piece or share about what's going on for them? I'm doing it. And once you handle this piece, you're going to be able to create momentum. And that's an exciting thing in your business. And even again, if you're getting started and you get this and you want to get your products paid for, you have to know what to do and you have to know how to do it and you have to do it. And so just reach out to one of us. We'll help you, especially if you're brand new and you haven't shared with anyone yet. You know, I promise you the executives on this team are more than happy to literally do it with you so that you can make it happen. We do not want to leave anyone behind. We don't want anyone to have to pay for their products ever after the first month, period. And it's very, very, very doable. And you don't have to know a lot of people, James. You just have to get to work. So, and I didn't mean to say you weren't, James. I'm just saying that as a extra bonus to ourselves. So anyone else want to share anything on this subject? Yes, Kimberly, I see you. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, thank you so much. So I have had momentum. I get into it. I love talking to anyone, anywhere. I've called the BBs at all hours, you know, and oh my God, I met someone and blah, blah, and this person moving. And so I get that. And I know the how, and I know the what, and all of that. And now this relates to you. I've just made a major move and my office isn't up. And I feel so like, and I'm like, so what? During my move, I enrolled someone, the woman moving me. Like, so it's like, why am I what is in my head that I've got to have my office like perfect now? Like, oh, in my executive chair. I'm like, why is this stopping me? Right now, I'm on a chair and I'll be somewhere else next week, and who cares, and enjoy the crazy or the mess, what, you know, make your mess your message or all this. And I tell myself, but it's this move thing that kind of has me a little unsettled. And I know that you made a major move. So any advice on that?
Yeah, the messier your desk, the more successful you are. So don't worry about that. Although Kathy Cooper's desk is the cleanest desk I've ever seen. I don't know how she does it. She must put everything in the drawers before she leaves. But yes, you know, okay, well, this is good. This is, you know, you got to get yourself somewhat organized and set up. Give yourself that grace. But also remember, I mean, come on, you and I both know we can enroll someone from our phone. I mean, we don't even need a pen and paper, you know? So that, you know, remember you, Kimberly, we all reach these places where we get to the point where we haven't gone beyond that point before. Maybe you're there. I don't know, Kimberly, in your business and in your momentum. And maybe it's like you're at this place and you're going into a new level with yourself. Yeah. And now your amygdala is going crazy. It's a mess. I don't know. You know, your amygdala is just going off because you're going another level. So thank you for that. Yep. I'm going to do it anyway. Thank you for that. I'm going to message people anyway. Thank you for that. I'm going to set some appointments. Thank you for that. You know, and you just do it. Listen, the reality is, you guys, there's only a few things we have to do each day. every day. We have to message new people. We got to make new contacts. We got to create some value. We have to, circle back and share Isogenics. We got to get some appointments set. Hopefully, if we message enough people, we will. And then we got to present, and we got to get sign up people who are ready and follow up with people who aren't. That's all we got to do. And so I know it sounds easy, right, to me, because I've been doing it for 19 years. But once you know how to do that, there becomes a no compromise commitment level, and no one's better at teaching all of us this than Debbie and Jeff Beebe. Seriously, no one. No, I've never met anyone in my life other than Jim and Kathy Coover that are so committed to what they do and what they say they're going to do than our fearless leaders here. So, I just get all choked up thinking about that. I put a message on Jeff's Father's Day post. You feel like a dad to me. You're always making me better. And Debbie too, 100%, always making me better, always acknowledging me, always showing up, always sharing, never, I don't care if, it don't matter what happens in their life. They show up when they say they're going to show up. And becoming that person is a beautiful thing, because it really establishes a deep level of power within yourself when you become that person. So don't beat yourself up if you're not perfect. Just keep going and getting better, and know that we've got great leaders to aspire to. So anyone else want to talk? Thank you, Kimberly. You're going next level, girl. That's what's happening. Anyone else want to talk about any of the, oh, hi, James. Yep, you can unmute yourself.
I want to talk about the amygdala, blah, blah, whatever.
Amygdala, yes.
That thing. I want to
What do you do with that? Because you must have it.
Yeah, so you're talking
Everyone does.
about it, and what I wrote down is, thanks for sharing, but I'm still going to build my business. And yes, it's easy to default. I've got a toilet to clean or the laundry to do. But while you're talking about that, I was thinking about my house is torn apart. We're camping, finally have our bed back, but we're using the other bathroom. So is all the construction workers. Like, everything's a mess. And here's me going, I need to straighten that, or look at my desk, or I should fold the clothes. And then my, whatever that's called, is going, well, why? I mean, seriously, it's just a mess here. So why even care? Like, so on that end, right?
Right, yes.
Now, when it comes to business, what I committed to before we have been ripped apart, and now it's massive, I committed to the power hour that you set up that I love. And it starts at 7:30 a.m. California time. And usually I don't start business publicly until 8. I do everything in the back end before I go public with business, right? Meaning working with the team on the phone, la, 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 la. But that power hour would be very easy for me to say, you know what? I got 4 hours sleep last night because I was cleaning grout up. Like, it's going to be noisy as heck. They start at 7:30. I can't do my power hour. My team would understand if I didn't show up. You know what? They don't show up anyway. So I'm just, it'd be super easy. But then I lose my commitment to myself. And then I'm not showing up for everybody else. So it has helped me immensely. And I love that power hour. And yes, I fight it. And yes, I lay in bed. And yes, I go, oh my gosh, it's 7:27. I better go put some eyeliner on. Like, I won't allow myself to stay in bed, because now I am held accountable to others. Yeah. Even though, thank you for your kind words. That's very, very nice. And I can't thank you enough for that. But we go through it too. Like,
that's right. Everyone does.
It's just maintaining it. And again, default, oh man, I can do some laundry. I'm good at it. And I don't get rejected over laundry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Right. But this power hour every morning is like going to an office and seeing my coworkers, and just even in silence, yes, Stephanie, even in silence, it helps me. So I recommend, if you're having, what's that called? The amygdala. Yeah, if you're having problems with that, maybe commit to one of the power hours if your work schedule. It's helped me so much. And I don't have all the answers. And like Jeff said, we're still forward movement and growing and learning too. But it's helping me a lot. So I don't know.
I'm so glad you said that, Debbie. because exactly what I wanted to talk about next, which is number one, have obviously your schedule and have your, you have to have everything on your schedule that is very valuable to you. You have to have your family time. You have to have your spiritual time, if that's your thing. You have to have your health time. And then you have to have of course, you work full time, most of you got your work, and then you got to put in your isogenics time there. And the thing is if I could leave you with anything is if you show up, if you schedule, let's say 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes on your lunch, and 30 minutes when you get home, let's say, or an hour when you get home, or okay, whatever you can do, okay? If you schedule that and you show up every time to those things, those slots you put on your calendar, and you show up and you take action, whatever action, it might be a lot, it might be a little, I promise you that doesn't even matter for the most part, because what happens is the more you show up, the more you overcome yourself. That's what it's about. It isn't even about all that other stuff. The more you overcome yourself, the better you feel, the more empowered you feel, the more confident you feel. And all of those things will pay massive dividends. And the more you'll learn, and the more you'll do it, and the more you do it, the more you'll practice it. And if you show up and it's 30 minutes and you're like, shit, I don't even know what to do. Well, then you message whoever is helping you and you say, what should I do right now? And they're going to tell you. And if you don't have someone helping you, find someone help you. And then the last thing is, if you can't get on one of the hour of powers, create one with someone. Grab anyone in our team and in our page and say, will you do 30 days of hour of power with me? And you guys pick a time and you guys do, or a half hour. And then you do your other half hour later. But having someone, if not all of us, having someone to show up for, you will show up way more. It's why I got my mom to start working out with me. Number one, I wanted her to work out because she needed it. And I wanted her to get stronger. And, she's going to be 76. And I wanted her to, get stronger and more flexible and have more balance and, make sure her bones are healthy and her muscles are healthy. And number two, I needed an accountability partner. I knew I would show up 10 times more. I'm meeting my mom there. I can't let her down. You're going to meet your accountability or your hour of power, buddy. And even if you are getting on the hour of power, the ones that at 7:30 in the morning or any of the other ones, then tell a friend to meet you there so you show up. Tell Renee Caney, hey girl, I'm going to be there. Can we be accountable? And then she'll say yes. And then now when your amygdala starts going, I got to clean the toilet, you are going to go, I know, but I told Renee I'd be there. So I'm going to be there. And so you show up. And then when it comes time to start messaging people and your amygdala starts freaking out, you say, thanks for sharing. I'm going to build my business. And you message some people. And then when it comes time to figure out what to say, these things we're always training on those things. But, you could just, you make it up. That's how you're going to learn, So I see smiles. I see a lot of smiles. I imagine, I look at some of you guys like Mark Greer. I look at you and I think, he never has to deal with this. Please tell me you do. Please tell me I'm not the only one, that we're not the only ones that have to deal with your brain telling you not to do something. And you have to overcome it, right? Over and over. Can you unmute?
There you are, Ronda, yeah.
Hey, Powerhouse.
How are you?
I'm so well. You inspire me so much.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. And you're right. You either find a way or find an excuse. Only one gets you to your goals and dreams.
What do you do when your head starts, dishing out some crap and it's time for you to train, or it's time for you to do some business, what do you do?
Well, I take a minute, take a breath. As I said I think I said to Jeff the other day, I'll pull up to the water. It's winter here. It's cold in the morning. It's dark. And I said, well, I've made the effort to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've made the effort to be here. Just get it done. Be in the moment, get it done. Otherwise, I've wasted that time even just driving to the water. So I've allocated the time, make it happen. And that's my big thing is every start of every week, I allocate my week. I've got my time in the morning for exercise and isogenic straight after for a couple of hours, and then I've got to go to work. So I just make it happen. I've allocated the time. Don't let your environment control your future.
Nice. Beautiful. I love it. He's focused, thank you, Mark, for sharing that. He's focused on the result. He's focused on the result, and there's always going to be reasons to not do it. There's always going to be feelings. There's always going to be stuff. And another big thing, I had written down a lot of these things, Mark, that you shared too. And another big thing that I do is I focus on the end result, not the actions. Like get back focused on what, why you're building this business and what you're excited about and what you value about this. Get back to that for a second, and that's an inspiration versus a motivation. So that's fantastic. Anyone else want to share or ask any questions on consistency and getting out of your own way?
Hey, Rhonda, real quick before Mark, we switch it off of Mark. He is one of the most consistent people I know. And I just appreciate him more than anything. And I appreciate you more than anything you'll ever know, Rhonda. I mean, the consistency that you've flooded belief into us since day one. I mean, cheering us on, and just saying, just do it. It wasn't even, that's all the words, do it. Just cheering us on. But Mark's consistent. And like he said, he calls and says, this is what I'm doing in the morning. And he has a full-time job, executive at a company. And he does his own power hour. He calls me all the time, and he's at this coffee shop, and he has his paper and his book. It's detailed. Look, watch, you'll pull it up. Watch. I can guarantee you. Look at that.
There it
it's
is.
Down to it. And he does his hour of work, and it's the water. And so I just want to congratulate on that. And for all of us as a team, because we dominate the Isobody Challenge in Team Express, Isobest U. This team overall dominates the challenge. And Mark is a finalist right now. And when is it, Mark? When is the fight? When is the thing? When is the judging?
28th of August.
The 28th of August. And then he gets to be for the grand prize, but he's already got the 3,000 and all that. Now he's going to win it. And then he gets to fly out here. So more we can go and comment and just pump him up and let the world know who he is on this team. We want him to win.
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
Go into all this stuff. So it's just, it's such a beautiful thing to see the consistency of everybody on here. So
I want to thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Mark. Congratulations. And I knew that. And thank you for saying that, Jeff. Hey guys, let's make a commitment. Once a week, we're posting about Mark. We're cheering him on. We're like really building him up. This is our team, and he's an example for us and everyone that we're sharing with, right? And he gives us so much credibility, right? And so that's a beautiful thing to do. Once a week, once every other week, make sure you're posting about him. Post about him. And when you see things posting about him, share them and comment on them. And especially in the corporate pages. So, the Isobody Challenge Facebook page, like talk about him, celebrate him, cheer him on. That's really big. And thank you, Mark, for everything that you're doing.
And then that's in the Australia Isobody Challenge pages and our main global one.
Yes.
And again, guys, this is I don't like to say a tool, But when we have somebody like this on our team to say, this is who we are as a team. This is who we are as a team. When you're talking to a pro athlete, you're talking to, this is who we have on our team. This, everybody. You know, I have somebody on my team that's been with the company a month after they started. How about that? Her name's Ronda Coallier. She's number 77th millionaire in the company. You want to talk to her? I'd love to do a three-way call with her. You know what I mean? The same with Mark Greer. I have a pro athlete that played football, soccer, and now he's a badass rower and winning races in his canoe or whatever you call that racing ski. You know what I mean? And this is who I have. He's a 2-star executive under us. Let a pro athlete show you what this product can do. I'll do a three-way call with you with him. You know what I mean? Look at what we have on this team. It's just a beautiful thing. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank
So
you. All right,
can
you
I
guys.
also
Well,
add, you know, a bit earlier than that is, yeah, sorry, Rhonda. So I was just going to say also, let's not forget about Monique Fesser. Remember, she's looking for the votes for that help the Ladies Health magazine that she's in a competition to go on the front cover, guys. So if you can go in and vote every day, it's really important because there's another person that's been influenced by isogenics and the community, and she's part of our team. So, you know, another great person that'd love to get on three-way call with you, and she's a holistic wellness coach.
thank you. Thank you, Mark. Yes. All right, team. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, you guys. Well, I hope tonight was helpful. You know, I share with you my shortcomings and how I work on overcoming them. And, you know, we all have our stuff, whatever it is. And it's really, really powerful to just make a decision that however long it takes, number one, you're doing it. And number two, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have, James, are you asking to speak? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, I am.
Hi.
Hi. I'm sitting in 90 degrees and no air conditioning.
Cool.
My office is a box of Isogenics products. And you know what? Those two things have nothing to do with what I'm going to do. They're not excuses. They're not in my way. They don't matter, which is why I bring them up, which is sort of a contradiction, isn't it? I did enroll my first person last Friday, so I'm excited about that.
Yay.
And I'm going
James,
to
tell us what you enrolled them on.
the ultimate pack with the collagen 60 pack.
Well, bam.
Hey, go big or go home, right, Jeff?
Thank you.
And then finally, I really appreciate the generous offer of help. And guess what? I'm going to take somebody up on it.
Good. Tell you all about it.
I want to. I'm serious. I'm all in. I'm committed. I want to get this going. I want to help more people. I used to help. I was an annoying child. I wanted to help people. Didn't know what I was doing. Was just annoying. And now I'm a little less annoying. Still want to help people, and I also want to make some money. And I think Isogenics, is a great path, a great way to do that.
It is. You're right. Good. You're off to a good start, James. I'm really proud of you.
Meet me at 7:30 a.m. PST at the Power Hour.
10:30. I'll see what I can pull together, Debbie.
At
Thank you.
10:30 for you? Yeah.
All
Do
right,
that. Anybody on here want to meet us? It's Monday through Friday.
I'm
And
there every day.
I have girls that, we made a commitment to keep doing our Power of Hour and get our goals through celebration. We were only going to do it for like a month, for 30 days. And we all went, we're doing it through celebration. No
Nice.
excuses. So meet us there. Meet us.
Will do. And Rhonda, thank you. I did want to thank you for your help and everything tonight.
Oh, thank you, James. I'm really excited for you. I think whatever possible things that can hold me back, I always like to look at those as my why, my reason for doing it, not my reason for not doing it. So, when I don't want to work out because I'm tired, I say, yeah, that's why you're going to go work out, biatch.
I work out twice a day, every day.
Because you're tired. You wouldn't be tired if you worked out. And guess what? You wouldn't be broke if you worked your business. And, you wouldn't be confused if you showed up and learned. And you wouldn't be, going backwards if you were showing up every day. And so remember, don't use it as your excuse. Use it as your why. And just flip it. Just flip it, baby. All right, I'm tossing it back to you, Mr. and Mrs. BB.
All right. Well, I just think, I mean, what else is there? You're amazing. And like Jeff said, you've always been there for us. And we just learn and learn and learn. And again, I mean, seriously, I have a page of notes. So I hope everybody else does. I hope everybody takes this training to heart. And when you've got a top dog training you, you show up and listen, and you guys did. And I'm so proud of you for that. So thank you, Rhonda Collier, for everything that you are and everything you do. Everybody unmute yourself and
Wait.
let's throw out. Oh, wait.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
there's announcements.
Stephanie has announcements.
Announcements.
Teamwork makes the dream work. 1, make sure we have 12 rank advancements. Last week we had like 8 or 9. I saw 0 pictures sent to me to put on our website. What's wrong with you people? I need a picture of them with their rank and their name. I want to put it on our website so we can celebrate them. How cool would it be to be like, check this out, you're on our website?
Nice.
How motivating would that be for your people? I definitely need our new managers. I would love to have our consultants, our new consultants who are up there. So make sure you can use the LIA or message me directly, whatever, tag me, just send it to me so I can put it on the website. It just has their name and their rank, and make sure I get that before Wednesday. It'll go up on Wednesday. So yes, every week we have all these wonderful advancements. So let's celebrate them and put it up there and make sure for sure we're voting for both of our teammates, because not only do we have the fabulous Monique Fazer on the hers cover, we have Sean Ashman ready to go on the his cover of the same magazine. So make sure that we are out there voting for these guys, because that's powerful. We could use, I have a magazine with Alfie on the cover that I can be like, hey, I know this guy. I have a picture with him. Check it out. How cool is it to be able to do that? Hey, I got a picture of Mac. This is my girl, Monique. This is my guy, Sean. I know these people. Powerful stuff, guys. So don't miss out on using all the tools to be able to share with people and supporting our team, because this team is amazing and I love you all. And I'm turning back over to
Thank
Bam,
you.
Bam.
Yes,
We got
the website is powerful because it's isabestyou.com. How most of you got here to join meeting, right? So how cool is it when you're celebrating your teammates and you go, yeah, if you just want to get on the meeting here, here's the website, and they go, oh, there I am. Or when they're sharing it with their new teammates, and then their new teammates see them because they're up there and they rank advanced. And even if you have before and afters that you want to share, that can go on our website also. So we have 2 websites, just to be clear, in case you're new. We have isabestyou.com, how you got to this meeting probably, or what you send out to get people to the meeting, right? And then we have isabestyoutraining.com, where that's all about training and how to share and build your business. So thank you, Stephanie, for the reminder.
And when you're on ISABEST,
Thank you.
and when you're on isabestyoutraining.com, on the top where it says join meeting, right next to it is the, IBU training, the ISABESTU website. Right next to it where it says join meeting, it says isabestyoutraining.com. So you can take them right to the training center. And we have a few managers, new managers, raise your hands right now on this, that's going to be sending, I see it, sending her picture to Stephanie. Yeah, you are. You are.
I think Renee and Mike Caney are going to be sending it.
Oh,
to-
Renee and Michael send it to her.
There
I
you
know.
go.
Okay.
Yes, celebrate that
They've
team.
been working closely with Miriam. So,
Go,
and
girl.
I want to say thank you to Renee and Mike, because it's teamwork that makes the dream work, right? And we all help one another rise to the top, because that's what I said this morning, right? Our teammates' success is our success. And we always have to remember that, because without our teammates, we ain't got none. No success, ain't got none. All right. I'm ready to go out. Is everybody ready to go out?
We're ready. And I just want to thank Ronda Coallier for saying yes, because if it wasn't for her, none of us would be here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Love
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Here we go. One, everybody
I thought
unmute.
Rhonda was going to take us out.
Oh, Rhonda's gonna take us
Okay,
out.
can you hear
Go.
me? 1, 2, 3.
Magnificent
Isogenics!
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Girl.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Mark. All right.